Hey everyone, it's Pharaoh. Thank you so much for joining us here at Total Understanding Tarot. This is your weekend collective love reading. We're going to get right into it. I appreciate everybody that's joining us over on Instagram. Make sure to go over there, Total Understanding Tarot. We'll be going live daily, okay? Not going to be every single day. On the days that I post the weekend updates, we won't be going live, but on other days we will be, all right? And following our jury page at Transcend by Fire. All this in the description box below. And if you would like to book a personal reading, that information is in the description box below as well. I already know from the energy that y'all have been showing yourselves a lot of self-love, not really focusing on who's there, who's not. You're doing what you got to do and keeping it moving until love comes in. So let's see what's up. All right, and we're back. Thank you so much for joining us here. Once again, I am Pharaoh. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay, if it resonates, great. If not, go check out the other videos because they're timeless. So whenever you click on them, it's meant for you. All right. And I also want to say there's also some construction going on outside. They're doing some work out there, so you may hear some knocking from time to time, but just don't just try to ignore that energy. So to start off, we have the Three of Swords. This basically speaks to some sort of heartbreak. I'm really getting that you were really doing the work to pull these swords out. You see, it looks like a person with their hands kind of like pulling them out, right? And since this is going through the crown chakra, this is more so you did the physical work. You know, you did the self-love, you did leaving the situation, all of that, but the last sword right here was that mental block that you had in terms of moving forward in your life. And what we have is the Two of Wands and the Lovers. They both came out cross. So there was a decision for you to stay where you were or to move forward. That's what I meant by that, right? So let's just clarifying that energy of you had a choice to start a new cycle or to remain in this energy, always going back to somebody because they miss you, always going back because of some sort of manipulation or some sort of lack that you had in your spirit. But you chose, what I'm feeling from this, you chose to move forward, and you'd rather be single and banked up than partnered with somebody and feeling emotionally and physically bankrupt. Like, I'd rather be on my own, getting this money, living a happy life, than being stuck here with you, feeling bad about myself, feeling alone in a relationship, and I don't have any money. Right, like, they're showing me the Three of Pentacles. Like, you may still want, oh yeah, you still want that. You still want that. That's the energy that you still want, but you see this Nine of Pentacles is unbothered. She's so consumed in the most highest vibrational way with what she has going on that she's not really concerned with no one else. You know what I'm saying? She's not concerned with what anyone else has going on, except for her harvest, how to help other people in that harvest. I'm really feeling a lot of energy in my sacral chakra. So I'm getting like, maybe you guys did some sacral chakra cleansing. Maybe you guys were tied to past lovers sexually. Maybe there was a hold they had on you. You kept going back and forth because of that hold. Or maybe because it was something a little bit more lower vibrational. Maybe someone was actually doing sex magic on you. Things of that nature. So it's just the energy of taking your power back. Like, it doesn't matter what happened. It's also the womb area, right? So some of you all may have had children with these people that you know you needed to leave, but you were staying with them for the children or staying with them for that particular reason. And it's like, yes, you have to have that partnership, but if your well-being isn't taken care of, the children will grow up in a toxic environment. And we've all witnessed that. Many of us have experienced growing up in toxic environments. So it's like, do you leave and create a healthy situation, or you stay in toxicity? So a lot of you all are making that decision for yourselves. So we have the Two of Cups energy here which basically on top of this Nine of Pentacles, this is saying you made a deal with Source, like, okay, I'm about to leave this situation, and Source was like, cool, I got you. And now you're on your way. Some of you right here with the Nine of Pentacles, you have established that financial stability for yourself, that that natural harmony. Like, she's so at peace here. Like, you see the bird just on her head. Like, that's how you know you're really in sync with nature, really in sync with the divine. It also represents spiritual maturity as well. He or she stays in high communication with the divine. And the Two of Cups. So for some of you all, this is that partnership that you were waiting on. The union between you and you. You finding peace within yourself enough to action your own dreams without needing someone else there. You having wish fulfillment on your own. And for some of you all, because you trusted Spirit to let go of certain situations and relationships, you not only have financial abundance, but they're saying here, just as a bonus, I'm going to send you in someone who's just as emotionally mature as you. High Priestess and the Death card on top. So these are two major arcanas, right? Okay, so in this, they showed me through deep contemplation, deep revelation, they showed you what it was that needed to die in your life. They showed you what needed to be transformed. You see that sort of represents the ego there, like reminds you of the Tower, right? Because the Tower sort of blows that crown chakra. So the High Priestess goes within to find out what it is that he or she needs. That's that internal knowing, that intuitive knowing that we all have. But it's also clarified by the Death card. So there was some internal conflicts that you needed to rectify, some internal energies that needed to be transformed. This speaks of not so much that external, getting the money, getting the physical things. This is like, what is it in you that keeps attracting these certain people? What is it in you that keeps attracting these situations? And it's more so of a lack mindset. You didn't believe in abundance. Not only with your money here, you started to believe in that. But right here, it's like you didn't believe that you deserve better. You only believe that, some people have the belief that, hey, I want a husband, but you know, all men go cheat anyway, so I'm just might as well accept the one I'm with and go with somebody else new. You had that belief, so you kept attracting that energy. Or, yeah, I want a girlfriend, or I want a wife, but I know I gotta have X, Y, and Z in order to get them. So it's all coming from a superficial standpoint. So you kept attracting superficiality until you changed that within yourself. And now you've been transformed into the Empress. The Empress is the mentor to the queens. The Empress is who the queens come to get advice, right? Who people come to get loans and to get investors. Like, you're no longer asking for that. You're creating it for yourself, and now you'll be able to extend that same energy to others. I'm really feeling a lot of constriction in my heart chakra. So for some of you all, green will be a really good color. You see I got my green on today. It's just always just healthy to keep it on, whether you experiencing lack or not. But also getting out into nature, because this, you know, I feel like that's Gaia's way of reminding us that love is all around us. By having the grass green and the leaves green, we can always walk out there and remember that we are loved. So that's an aside. But you see the fruit on her dress represents abundance. So some of you all are just in a very abundant mindset, but it came after this transitional phase of you letting go of what was no longer serving you. Maybe issues from childhood. Maybe a lot of you had serious traumas from childhood that you had to work through in order to really action. Like, oh, this is why I keep doing this, because this happened when I was 5, or this happened when I was 3, or when I was 6. I'm really getting like that toddler age is when something traumatic happened that you needed to get clarity about. Queen of Cups, which is that's one of the queens that makes up the Empress, right? She makes up, you know, earth, air, fire, water, the cups, the wands, the swords, and the pentacles. So this is one aspect of it. So it's really highlighting the fact that you had to learn to love yourself just as you are. You had to learn to love yourself, not saying if I get this thing, then I'm lovable. If I get that thing, then I'm lovable. Know that you are lovable just as you are, and just put in the work to get yourself to where you want to be. Like, you can't control anyone else. You can't control who comes into your life, but you can control how you handle them, how you deal with them. And if someone isn't meeting your expectations, then it's definitely okay to, in that Empress energy, dig from that Queen of Swords bag. Okay, so we got a little spread here. So with the Two of Pentacles, yeah, you had to balance that out. You had to balance those internal energies of, who do I accept, who do I don't, who do I give my time and attention to, who do I not. Is you standing in that Empress energy. You don't question your worth and your value when you're the Empress. You know, if you're a queen, you might, and that's where a lot of people had to ascend from, which is why the Queen of Cups came out, because it was that queen for many of you that was keeping you from that Empress status of being able to say no to people that aren't worthy of your time and energy, no to these karmic relationships who know how to manipulate you, right? So I'm getting, okay, you got the Queen of Wands here. Okay, boom. After you balance out that emotional self-worth, self-love energy, now it's time for you to shine. The Queen of Wands is out front. Like, this is heavy Leo energy, heavy fire sign energy. Whether you're a fire sign or not, this is speaking to you, digging within to get that inner fire sign, because just like the Empress, we all carry parts of the zodiac with us. So even if it's not your main sign, you're still able to dig into that fiery passion that lives within you. So this is you being proud of who you are, standing out, standing proud. You see she has a unique skin features here. So she uses her uniqueness to really usher in the energy that she wants. She embraces what some may consider a flaw. And it doesn't matter if other people consider it a flaw. It's, do you consider it a flaw? That's what really holds you back. You can allow yourself to grow through what it is you feel as a limitation, 11:11 on the clock, or to become a victim. And the Queen of Wands is powerful. She's a leader. She's extremely charismatic. She steps into a room and everyone is affected by her light. So that's the energy that transformed after you start loving yourself. You start feeling yourself in a good way, right? So we have the Tower with the Justice card. So, okay, because of that energy, right, that was the clarity that you received. That was your karmic justice, your divine justice. After you balanced out the situation with those pentacles, this is you and your efforts. You saying, universe, if I do the work, you know, I'm gonna need y'all to step up. And they said, of course we got you. So you did the work by balancing out your own energies, and the universe came in like, boom, now we got you. They balanced it out in their own way. And when the divine put their hand on it, nobody can stop it. When the divine said it's your time to get your partner, no one can stop it. No one can gossip enough. No one can lie enough. It's just what it is. So over the Justice card, we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands speaks of action, right? They're not the page just thinking of ideas and thinking of ways to go for what it is or who it is that they want. They actually put action into it. So if it's somebody that you've been watching and feeling less than, like, I really like this person, but all of that was dead. Like, all of that was left in the past. So what is Knight of Wands with the Four of Wands and the Five of Pentacles? So the Knight plus 4, that's like 5. There's some sort of conflict when it's like 5 here and 5 here with the Five of Pentacles. So there could be somebody that you did leave out that's trying to come back in as well to make a new start. As I always tell y'all, do what's best for y'all here, because it's your life, and you have to either live with the consequences or rewards of every decision you make. You can't blame anybody else, even if you feel you were tricked, even if it feels like someone else influenced you to make your decision. Ultimately, you make your own decisions, you make your own choices. That's how you take your power back. But we also had the Six of Pentacles, right? So I'm really feeling like I'm reading this card today, like maybe this is how you were in the past to this person. Like, you were wanting their love, you were wanting their affection, you were wanting them to invest in you, and they were like, nah. But now they want to come back in and offer you this Three of Pentacles situation. Six of Pentacles does represent harmony. It does represent that, but I'm really getting, they're showing me, like, you see this Six of Pentacles with 8 right here? I'm really getting like what they're trying to offer you, you already worked hard for it. So you're not really pressed about what they're trying to give you. Heart chakra. Heart chakra. I just keep hearing heart chakra. with the Ace of Cups. So, you know, this could be a situation too where, okay, thank you, Spirit. So I'm reading this in another way as well. So I see the 4 of Wands with the 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. So it's all about perspective, right? And so they were saying heart chakra, heart chakra, heart chakra, because it was some of you may be being too defensive and holding on to hurt from the past that you can't see a new beginning. Maybe a lot of people did leave you out. So this has nothing, maybe it's not even a past situation. Maybe a lot of people did leave you out in the cold. And because of that energy, you're very defensive to even seeing that now there's new love coming in. And this is a lot of Pentacles. So this is a lot of work, a lot of money coming in. So this could be somebody really wanting to invest in your business, invest in you as a person who has a lot of deep feelings for you. And you've walked away from feeling less than in the past. You've walked away from situations and people that have a lot, who haven't matched your energy. Yeah, so that for some of you all, you're not even gonna tap into that. Let's see what we got going on right here. Yeah, we got the 8 of Pentacles. So I'm just gonna say as a caution or warning, just be mindful at this time that you're focused on your goals. You set up your schedule, you set up your routines, you're doing what it is that you want in love, you're taking care of yourself. If you don't have your partner in your life, you're still loving on yourself, still doing self-love, all that. Just keep working on you. Keep working on your business. For some reason in this love reading, a lot of Pentacles are coming out because that 9 of Pentacles really set the precedent for this whole reading. Like, the collective is not waiting for somebody to come in on their white horse and sweep them off their feet. They're sweeping themselves off their feet. With the Ace of Wands, so you're balancing out passion as it relates to love. Maybe some of you all were going towards people just because you were so passionate about them and not really looking at the foundational roots of who they were, like who they really are as people. How do they treat people? If they have children with other people, how do they treat their children? How do they treat the parents of their children? How do they treat their siblings? How do they treat their mom? All these types of things that really show you who a person is. You were kind of bypassing all of that, just like, oh, I feel really good about this person. Even to like genetics, they're showing me genetics, like what kind of background does this person come from? Like, what could they be susceptible to? Because it's also that energy of, you know, how a lot of, it's like men and women, they get their body done, you know, and it's, you know, whatever you want to do is cool. Whatever you do to make you feel good about you is cool. But genetics are still the same. So a lot of y'all being attracted to the people just because they look fine, not realizing that their genetics are saying they're going to be, what's the word? They have the potential to be obese. They have the potential to have high blood pressure. They have the potential to be unhealthy. But you're just looking on the outside, not really digging deep enough to find out what's going on. So it's that sort of energy. You're really taking the time to look at people as a whole now. So we do have the Hierophant with the 10 of Pentacles. All right, boom, bam, boom. Okay, so you've been putting in all this work, like, and somebody coming in with that 2 of Pentacles, like, let me help get you to that next situation. 2 of Pentacles is like balancing it out. Maybe you've been grinding so hard and you need somebody to come in and, you know, partner with you, which is dope. The Hierophant, Major Arcana, this is higher level commitments. With all these Pentacles here, this is study. This is you learning whatever craft this is associated with this love relationship. You really took it to the next level and you attracted this person who wants to set you up right. Okay, I split the deck. There was a Queen of Swords, so it could be an air sign, or it could be just you or whoever it is coming in, speaking their truth, speaking clarity to make themselves known here. We're gonna pull out the Shaman Oracle deck and get y'all an Oracle card. Okay, so 3 cards split out and they all came out crossed. One split out for future energies, one split out now Seer and the Luminous Warrior. So the Seer is basically like the prophet. You know, Seer can see through the veil. They see what most people don't see. What's obvious to you, people just completely look over it. And that's something that you've had to cultivate, because maybe you vocalized that before and people are like, what are you talking about? Not realizing that you have the gift of sight, highly connected to nature, highly intuitive, and clarified by the luminous warrior, to be enlightened, to be illuminated, meaning through your heartbreak, and you allowed your heartbreak and your pain to illuminate a new beginning for you. And now because of that, the luminous warrior is able to make friends or foes. They're able to, people who was once hating on you, people who was once doing this and that about you, they can't help but to learn and grow from you. That's the power of love. It's like, you don't have to be my friend, but you're going to get this light. You're going to see this light. We don't have to stay connected, but you're going to get this light. And it will change you for the better. It will. So that's what the divine is urging a lot of people to do, is to not take things so personally. It's to not keep toxic people in your life, for sure, but just to know that because you were there, they were touched by your light, they will be transformed if that's what they want. Yeah, transform. You see there are butterflies here flying off the shoulders, right? You allow the weight of the world to be cleared away from you. There is still a bit of hazy fog around the heart chakra. Yeah, they're showing me orange, so that's expressing yourself authentically. That's that sacral chakra, that sexual chakra, that creative chakra. There might be the weight that's being transformed. So as I was saying earlier, you know, sexual ties, you know, for you can do practical things like yoni steams if you're a woman, deep breathing exercises. I'm sure there are numerous ways you can help cleanse off that chakra. Wear orange, meditate on orange, use the mantra, I am expressive, I am creative, I allow my creativity to flow through me authentically. Those types of things, just to keep you on there, because we have many paths. This came out many paths, and it's always many paths to get to where it is that you want. Right? It all leads back to love at the end of the day. So take the path that resonates most with your heart chakra. Take the path that is exactly what you want to do, not what you feel you should do, or you feel that I'm supposed to do this. What really lights up your heart when you think about it in your mind? Do that. Because there's many paths. Of course, there's many ways you can go, but because following your heart is the best path for you. All right. So thank y'all so very much for allowing me to read for y'all. I truly appreciate it. If you like this reading and resonate with it, definitely check out the description box below to book a personal with me, or definitely just like this video. It really helps the channel, and I appreciate it. Visit our site. It's linked in the description box for your custom made jewelry pieces, talismans. We have new things on the site, as well as if you have custom questions, you can hit us email for that too. Okay. What else am I missing? I think that's it. Follow us on Instagram. We're going to be going live there. Like I said, on days that we don't have these uploads, we'll be going live over there. So follow us over there and stay connected. I love y'all. I love y'all. Do what's best for y'all. Make sure that y'all follow y'all heart. That's what the divine just really wants to know. Are you willing to follow your heart? Are you willing to follow your heart? You see the path. Just get on it. 2-2 on the clock. Much love and light. Peace.